Hello, my lovely sunshiners. How is everyone shining today? Now, whether you're joining me live or you're tuning this on replay, can you just put in the comments that it's hashtag replay, give us a little sunshine emoji, that sort of thing, and maybe drop in the chat, how you're feeling today. 'Cause today's quite sunny, which is quite a surprise actually, because it's been awful weather. It's been freezing cold, but today's got beautiful sunshine, so that's great for our lovely sunshiners. Now, today I want to talk to you a little bit about a subject that touches us all deeply, and it's the art of letting go of other people's opinions. It's a journey I've been reflecting on personally, and I feel it's incredibly relevant to many of us. So, let's acknowledge something important up front. It's natural and human to care about what others think. This shows our empathy and connections to the world around us. However, there's a delicate balance to be maintained. When we allow the opinions of others to control our happiness or decisions, we risk losing sight of who we truly are. We do often think about what are they going to think and what will they think, and should I really be doing that, and should I? No, I'll just keep myself hidden. I'll just keep myself in my little bubble. I'm guilty of this too. Doing Facebook Lives is something that really frightens me, and it still frightens me. So I tend to pre-record a lot of stuff. Plus, I have fibromyalgia, so my brain forgets things what I want to say. But I try and push myself to do things and to not get too caught up by what other people are saying and what other people's opinions are. So why do we sometimes give so much power to what others think? Often it's because we crave validation or fear rejection. But let's consider this. What if we start giving ourselves the validation we seek? Imagine the freedom and the peace that comes from trusting our own hearts and minds. Now, that I'm not saying that people are not allowed their opinions, because people are allowed their opinions and they can say what they want to say. But this is about us saying, right, okay, I'm taking on board your opinion, but I don't agree with it, and I'm not going to take it on board. You've had your opinion, you're entitled to your opinion, but this is what I'm going to do, and this is what's going to happen. So I want to do a little visualization with you. It's a soothing little exercise that I find incredibly powerful when you might have had a day where people are, you've got an idea and someone's trying to crush that idea, or you want to do something and again someone's crushing that, or people have given you an opinion that you don't really feel is necessary opinion or even a true opinion. So what I want you to do is close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths in and out. Now you imagine you're holding a bunch of beautiful, colourful balloons, and each colour represents different aspects of your personality. So your dreams, your past, your future. And now imagine that every negative opinion from someone else is like a tiny rock tied to that balloon. What happens to them balloons? Yep, that's right. Slowly, then balloons start to strain under the weight and they struggle to fly and they start to drop. Now, what I want you to do is get out your scissors, and I want you to chop those strings that are tied to the rocks. I want you to chop them. And for every negative rock that's tied to your balloons, I want you to replace it with a feather of positivity, a kind word to yourself, an affirmation of your worth. And it's about us balancing the scales, but in the favour of us. So just change the rocks into feathers and let the rocks fall to the ground. So how did that feel, sunshiners? Was it liberating? I hope, because you deserve to feel peace and freedom. In our journey together, let's promise to support each other in being true to our unique selves, celebrating our past and offering empathy when needed. Use this space, use the group. I'll put a link into the group. If if you're not in the group, then come into the group and use this space for places where you can ask for people's advice. You can share your stories. You can share your, where you've overcome somebody else's opinion that's not really mattered to you, but it's been holding you back for years. Come in and share the space, because I really would love to hear from you and see some of the ways that you've learned to let go of the worries of other people's opinions. Or maybe you're still struggling with other people's opinions. But either way, your stories and feelings are welcome here. So, share, let's support each other. Let's give each other, a pat on the back, a virtual cuddle, whatever it might be. But let's do that. And before I go, I just wanted to share a personal story. And you probably heard this story before. But once I was I had a dream inside me. From being a teenager, it was something that I wanted to do. I always wanted to be, I wanted to be a psychologist in a prison. That's what I wanted to do. And I was always told that I wasn't clever enough to do that. It was a job that would take me away from my family because I had young children at the time. It was unrealistic. Why can't I have a normal job? What's wrong with that? All this kind of stuff. And I kept putting it off. And I've dipped my toe in and out and in and out through the years doing various things. And then in 2018, I got breast cancer. All things happened 2018, 2019. I got breast cancer. I had to have a full hysterectomy. My whole family fell out with me and I stopped speaking to them. My partner who I'd been with for 20 years, we split up. And because I suddenly realized that I could have died with this breast cancer, and it made me reevaluate everything. And I'd always wanted to do something where I help people, because I've always been good at listening to people. I've always been good at trying to steer them in a direction that's going to make them feel better. And I was always told, especially by my mum, that, oh, well, you should just get a normal job, and why do you want a job that's going to take you away, and all this kind of stuff. And then I met Jason, who's now my husband, and he's such a beautiful person, and he backs me up 100%. And he said to me, if this is what you want, because you were made redundant from your job, if this is what you want, then retrain and do this. And I've been doing this now since 2001. I retrained, and I'm now a therapist, and I absolutely love being a therapist. And I'm going to say, and that's not just me blowing my own trumpet, that's what people's opinions are. So, but for years and years, I mean, I was 51 then. So for all them years, for me being a teenager up to being 51, I've not done my dream and my purpose, because I've let people's opinions hold me back. So if you've got a similar story, or just a story at all, then, if you've got a similar experience and you've held on to something that you've loved and you've really wanted to do, but you've not done it because of what other people have said, then share that in the group, put it in the comments, let's help each other to get past that. And I just want to say, your light is your light. It's precious and it's uniquely yours. So keep nurturing that inner light, trust in it, and let it shine freely, unburdened by the shadows of doubt. And I want you to just put your hand on your heart and let that be your guide. Let that feeling in your heart and in your gut, let that be your guide in moving you forward and moving you past all these things that people say and all these opinions that people have that don't matter. Don't let them crush you. So thank you for being with me and spending a bit of time with me. I love you all, and I want you to continue to shine brightly and just be the biggest beacon of light that you can be. So goodbye for now, and always remember you're incredible just as you are. Bye for now. Bye.